let's do this. Just fall apart. Maybe we can make it from heart to heart, and we nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us. Okay, so since the workshop has had a bit of a makeover and I've got a little bit of time, I just thought I'd do a little bit of a walk around of the workshop and show you all the various bits and bobs. Fucking hell. Pardon me. So, yeah, I'm going to walk around and show you what's what. Yeah. So, here we go. First thing we're going to look at today is this. This is, yeah, let's do it like that. First thing we're going to look at today is this. This is what we call the door, which operates as a transpacial envelope interface, which allows me to interface between the inside, which is this, and the outside. I think there was a next door neighbour who saw me do that and is very confused. Which way should we go? Let's go this way. Let's go this way, I think. This way. So we've got speakers. We've got the fire management area, which is just this here. Oh! So we've got more fire, which is literally some matches taped to the wall, and then we have less fire, which we have some anti-fire in a can. Otherwise, you may refer to as a fire extinguisher. That's what you may know it as. Just above the fire zone, you may want to call for help. However, sadly, the only telephone I was able to get hold of, in all honesty, it's a telephone. Oh, fuck. It's a telephone from the pits of hell, and every time you use it, I do think you open a portal into the nether. I really don't know. I've never used it, and every so often there are some whispers that you tend to. Then we got shelves, which has a traffic light which flashes, and a Geiger counter. So that's cool, isn't it? And now welcome to the area behind this bench, which you just saw me eat on, and you see one of these pegboards. Now these pegboards you might recognise from IKEA or IKEA, the wonderful everyday. But these ones are actually from Aldi, and I got for about £3.50, so they're much cheaper. The quality of them is a bit, it's a bit sketchy. I don't know, sketchy. But either way, and they did look quite cheap, but regardless, they're actually quite robust plastic. And what I ended up doing is, because I can only screw things into the wall on beams and intersections, because the rest of the wall is heavily insulated, because we live in Britain, it's very nice and cosy in here, I will say. There's a beam from the roof which I've suspended this pegboard on, using some old stage lighting safety chain, which looks. It's the ginger beer. It's the ginger beer. Shall I fix it? More ginger beer. That's a lie. It won't fix it, but it will. You know. Oh my god. Anyway, yes, so there we are, and they look very bland. So I sprayed them up to look a little bit sort of sci-fi industrial. This one has 56 dash hash on it. This one's going to be more decorative. At the moment, these are very new, so I'm kind of just, you know, what's up there is up there. There's a sort of scientific syringe thing that I just own for reasons, that just sits there to look pretty. But ultimately, as I make more things, or I find things that look cool, they'll go on there that I think will, you know, looks nice here. This is one of my recent things that I made. I may flash up some pictures of it now. Hopefully in the future I'll show it off a little bit more. But this is the Bullshit Detector 3000, which is a handheld device which I made, which detects the level of bullshittery in the area. It's fitted with a standard BS sensor, serial number BS 0130122024. It also has a VBS sensor on the side here, which is just a microphone for verbal bullshit. This gets plugged into here, and basically when you talk into this or use the general bullshit sensor, you get a bullshit reading on the shitometer, which is just on here, and you get a scale. It's just your standard shitometer from a scale of -4 to +6. We all know that. And there's also the symbols that go with it. And on the Bullshit Detector 3000, we have various controls. We have the big red button here, which is to dump the bullshit that has been detected in the machine. We then have a analog discrimination dial, so you can fine tune your level of discrimination around the bullshittery. You've got an oomph dial, which is also your on, and you then have your dial, which allows you to calibrate the device. There's also a little LED in the corner there, which is on a sad onion, but there we are. This one was seized, as you can see, this one was seized by the Transdimensional Illegal Seizures Department, identification BSA01. Just as a little, I mean, you know, it's to expect. It comes through a portal, so, you know, they're just going to take it on them. Okay, so this area is a little less interesting. This is just where I stood before. Down here we've got the amplifier and the mixer for the music system, because I like my music in here and I also like to rave it up every so often. Here we have a Strand 200 Plus lighting desk. It's a very basic lighting desk, but that basically runs the lighting in the room, which is nowhere near complete. At the moment we're kind of just throwing light just so that you can see me, purely because most of the fixtures that are on the ceiling don't even have plugs on them yet. So there we are. Over here we've got a very simple 4-channel dimmer pack, which basically controls the electricity to the fixtures that are not intelligent or don't receive hot power. So basically, the more power you give it, the brighter the light. So we've got what's called a birdie here, which is a par 16 fixture, and we've also got the softbox over there. That's also powered from the dimmer. We've also got a protocol converter for some lovely, lovely lights, although this isn't really the channel where I'm going to talk about lighting. This is more me being silly, so I'm just going to glaze over that. And if you want to see more of my lighting stuff, do let me know. And I do have another channel called The Lighting Workshop, although it's pretty much just, at the moment, the odd random video that I've thrown up there that is also very, very old. So if you'd like to see some new stuff, which would be cool, then of course do head over there and I will send a link if you're interested, etc. We've also got the phone. Hello? My name is Michael Caine. Yeah, you'll have to excuse me, the video just cut off because this camera likes to play up. does this thing where it claims it's overheating. I wouldn't even class it as warm in here. It's cold in here. Is it too cold? Because it's not even cold. It's just a cold room. It's not freezing. It's not a fridge. Like I'm not in a coat or anything. Here we have a pile of stuff I don't really care about. A shit American DJ fixture. A no smoking area sign with a cigarette that defies the laws of physics. Physics. Another industrial sci-fi decorated pegboard, but this time focusing on 3D filament, 3D printer filament up there, stencils, protective eyewear, mask, and all of my current spray paint, which includes matte black, 2 silver, and 1 sort of grey. And what I've done is, this is what I'm quite proud of, is I put a screw in the lid, making sure not to depress the thing on the inside, so that it hangs like that. It's come off. There. And voila! There's also a bunch of my hanging clamps, which are currently hung on cable trunking, which is not ideal, but you didn't see that. We have a flight case containing 2 Martin Mac 250 on-tour moving lights, and XYZ something junior, whatever it is, printer, which at the moment is trying to it's trying to make me throw it out the door, is what's happening here, which is sort of miscellaneous stuff, like pens, batteries, bits and bobs, Arduino, zip ties and shit like that. And over here we have the components drawer. Yay! And then we have the wall, and the wall basically stops me from seeing the outside world. We have the workbench. Now, this is what we call a mess, and the reason it's currently like that is I'm currently building something. So I'm building this, and this is going to become a sentient toaster. I like creating these sorts of arty slash fun interactive, I suppose the word is kinesthetic, things. There we have hot glue gun, soldering station, shit soldering iron for melting plastic, which is not ideal, but everyone does it, and anyone tells you that they don't do it is lying. Crap lasers that are ridiculously powerful considering, and if you mess around with them enough you can get some genuinely cool effects, considering these things cost about the same as, you know, a brick. More cable and various oodly doodly doodlies. Over here we have 2 of the Martin Mac 250 on-tours. They're sort of mid-scale moving lights, but they're pro grade, they're very nice. And like I said, these are the ones that are in the flight cases. There is in fact another flight case in a different workshop, because I have a total of 8 of these in total, which I got for an extremely cheap price. But they work perfectly fine, and I'm perfectly capable of looking after them. So, you know, up there we have the softbox and some birdies and LED bars and all various other things. This over here, this interesting thing, this is in fact not a television. As you can see, it's slightly 3D. This is what we call a window, and that's a very, very high level sort of virtual reality device. You'll see it is slightly distorted, and that's because it's glass designed for a toilet. But there we are. This device here is called the light switch. There's also a homemade stage snake, and we're back to the door. And down here we have the welcome mat made of an upturned cardboard box for the pegboards. On one side we have welcome, and the other side is for if I want to be left alone. That hasn't really been used yet, as you can see. So we keep it on welcome. We're very welcoming here. I say we, I mean me. So there we are. Oh, and of course we have decorations around the room. So, for example, we have the pipe of mystery, ooh, which comes to an abrupt end over there. But there we are. Yeah, and there, look, there's a boat. Okay, so yeah, welcome to my world. That's been a very brief tour of the workshop, and hopefully I'll be making more videos. Basically what I'm trying to do is sort of use this as an excuse to do more stuff in here, because that always helps me. So yeah. And it also means I can be silly and joyous and fun, which is great. So yeah, and anyone who tells me to stop being so silly, off, because honestly, one day you'll be in a wooden box in the ground, dead, might I add, and so far as I understand, there's no sequel. Let's do this.